We've got good seed funding that goes into startups, particularly in the tech, fintech, green and renewable tech, and biotech and life sciences areas. But the accelerator financing that they require as they scale is nearly always provided by international investors, the most sophisticated investors in the world. And to me, that's a terrible missed opportunity, because these businesses then end up not only getting that accelerator financing, but then listing in other countries. So the IP, the value, the jobs end up leaving our shores. That's a critical part of the 21st century economy for the UK. We're giving away a significant competitive advantage by doing so. So the idea about the Future Growth Fund is to take money from our huge pension system. We've got £4 trillion in pensions, second biggest pension pot in the world. But it's only 7% invested in unlisted asset classes like infrastructure, private debt, private equity, real estate. When you look at the most sophisticated pension systems in the world, the Ontario Teachers, CDPQ, Aussie Supers, that percentage is between 35 and 50%. So the idea is to take 5% of our DC pension pot, which should by 2030 be about £1 trillion, and create a future growth fund of 50 billion that will invest in scale-up funding for these growth companies, and to invest alongside those sophisticated investors. I would say that we're getting great support from the government around this initiative, and you may have seen Rachel Reeves, the Shadow Chancellor, when she was in New York a couple of weeks ago, also referencing the Future Growth Fund as something that the Labour Party also support as an idea. And we had the Governor of the Bank of England even saying a couple of weeks ago that he felt that the UK had become too risk-averse in its outlook. So I think this is exactly the right time for us to be focusing on this, and we are working towards an industry agreement to look to allocate a certain amount of money in DC pensions into this asset class. We see the Future Growth Fund as a really good opportunity for some of the smaller pension funds to get exposure. We also need to consolidate our pension system. We've got a very, very dispersed pension system, so that is another very important part of this.